Today we received an award from the Department of Commerce, really the Governor's Award for Smart Projects, and we're really excited because it's for the series of projects we did for the Cochran Stormwater Basin, which is our largest stormwater basin in the city. And we, through a series of projects, really have managed all of this incredible amount of stormwater, but also delivered a variety of above ground improvements for our community.
It was really fun to have the Smart Communities Award announcement a few months ago. For one thing, I used to work at Commerce, and so I'm very familiar with the kinds of projects around the state that win this award. And this was a big project that the city had been engaged in for a long time. So many city staff involved, a really very major accomplishment. So it was very fun for me to know that I would be able to accept this award on behalf of the teams that had worked so hard for so many years.
Stormwater is rainwater that runs across hard surfaces. So on its path, it picks up things like motor oil and fertilizer and even bacteria, things like that you might find on the street or on the curb or on the sidewalk. And in some places in our community, that water was going, basically it would go through a little bit of treatment in a dry well, but mostly it was primarily just going directly to the river in certain parts of the city. So the question was, how are we going to manage that? Because those bits of motor oil and fertilizer and bacteria, we didn't want to go directly to the Spokane River. At the same time, water is a precious resource. And so we needed to say, how could we put this to some beneficial use as well? In this case, we've done a variety of things. We've used this water to create water features for the disc golf course, which is very popular. And so this series of tiers, like a terraced structure, includes all of these native plants and creates a hazard for the golfers to work around, but all of that does a job, and it cleans that water, goes through sort of natural bioretention areas and cleans that water before it ever reaches the river. So that puts that water really to a second use as a recreational amenity.
From the public's perspective, they will probably mostly see the recreational aspects of this. New access to the river for recreational purposes, the disc golf course, the water conservation at the golf course. So those kinds of things will be what the public sees, but we all know that underneath it all is this infrastructure that is capturing toxicity out of everyday human activity and keeping it away from the river.
A healthy river is a healthy community, right? The Spokane River is truly our greatest environmental asset. It runs right through the core of our city. And having a cleaner water quality to that river protects people when they want to use it to recreate. If they want to swim in the river, or if they want to boat in the river. It makes it better for the fish. And then the things that rely on the fish, like the birds and the osprey. So it helps up the food chain, and it helps people who also fish in the river.
There's one thing you can say about Spokane, and that is we love our river. And the fact that we're doing these major investments in stormwater projects to keep and protect the river is something that really just pulls our city together. It's just something we have actually like a reverence for, because the river has always been here. It's always been a place where indigenous people centuries ago came to gather. This project, because it involves stormwater, cleaning up the river, and recreational projects, really just fits right in with what you would call the DNA of Spokane.